In the buzzing heart of Ibadan, market stalls clamored with life. In one corner, amidst the clamor, Akin watched as his family kept their distance. Ever since his son Tayo's christening, whispers swirled like harmattan dust. Shame held its grip over him, a dark cloud hanging heavy. His sister Yemisi approached him, her usual warmth absent. "Akin," she began softly yet firmly, "we need to talk." "What is it, Yemisi? I'm in no mood for more of your brotherly advice." "People are talking," she insisted. "They're saying things. That boy—" "Enough!" Akin cut her off, frustration tingling his voice. "I've heard it all before." Later, in the evening glow of home, Akin confronted his wife Adaobi. "Ada, do you hear what they say about our son?" She sighed heavily, staring at the worn rug. "Yes, Akin. They say he is not yours, but you know how people can be." His eyes darkened, holding a mix of vulnerability and anger. "Why now? Why these rumors?" Adaobi looked up at him, tears threatening to spill. "I don't understand either, but the truth will shine in time." The days dragged on, marked by uncomfortable glances and hushed conversations. In the village marketplace, Akin felt eyes boring into his back, each stare a prickling reminder. One afternoon, his friend Jide approached him, the air thick with hesitation. "Akin, let's speak like men," Jide said, attempting subtlety. "What do you mean?" Akin asked, wariness creeping into his tone. "There are talks. A child, a father. You must clarify things, my friend." As the evening sun dipped below the horizon, Akin sat alone in the compound, his mind a tumultuous sea. Watching his son play, an ache gripped his heart. His neighbor, elderly Mr. Olumide, shuffled over with a knowing gaze. "Akin, is everything as it should be?" Akin nodded stiffly. "Everything is fine, Baba." "Remember, a good name is worth more than silver or gold," Mr. Olumide said meaningfully before walking away. That night, conflict entangled their home. "Akin, are you going to let this continue?" Adaobi pleaded, clutching her husband's arm. "What would you have me do?" Akin spat, his voice bitter. "Call everyone to prove what I already know?" Her silence spoke louder than words. It told of doubt, of fear, and of fragile hope. The weekend drew the family together for a tense meeting. Reluctantly, they gathered in the musty living room, Akin, Adaobi, Yemisi, and his parents. An unspoken gulf stretched between them. Akin's father cleared his throat. "Akin, my son, we all love Tayo, but..." "But what, Baba?" Akin challenged defiantly. His father paused, heavy with wisdom and sorrow. "We must put the rumors to rest. It is better for everyone." The following day, Akin visited the family lawyer. The room was modest but suffocating, just like his thoughts. "I need a paternity test," Akin forced the words out, each one jarring. The lawyer, an old ally, looked at him intently. "Are you certain, Akin? These things, they unravel families." "I want my family's name cleared," Akin replied, his resolve faltering not. Under Ibadan's relentless sun, Adaobi walked to the local store. Heads turned, whispers chased her like relentless haunts. "Is she not ashamed?" someone muttered just loud enough for her to hear. Adaobi hurried, holding her head high but heart heavy, battling the tsunami of shame threatening to engulf her. In the intimate setting of their bedroom, silence reigned. Akin held the envelope containing the test results. He felt Adaobi watching him, each breath drawing them tighter into this moment. "Whatever it says," Adaobi whispered, "it won't change what Tayo means to us." Akin's hands trembled as he opened it. The family converged once more, the air rife with anticipation and dread. Akin stood to speak, grappling with the weight of each heart in the room, his included. "I have the results," he announced, voice taut with suppressed emotion. Eyes locked, the room leaned forward, breath bated. Would this break them, or would it finally bring peace? Akin looked into the many pairs of eyes seeking answers, judging, enduring. His heart ceased to race, each beat now a steady defiance against despair. "The test shows..." He paused, each tick of the clock an eternity. Then, with a deep breath, he continued, "Tayo is truly mine." Gasps echoed. A sharp release of breath from everyone gathered. Relief fell like rain on parched earth. Adaobi's eyes filled with tears, and she embraced Akin. I told you, my love. He hugged her back, finding solace in their shared burden, now lighter. As happiness began to flood back, an unsettling tension loomed. Akin's father cleared his throat, drawing all eyes. Who, then, started these lies? Akin shook his head. I know not. But it does not end here. We must seek the truth. I swear, Baba, Yemisi spoke up, her voice fierce. I heard some money changed hands. Eyes turned to Yemisai, suspicions gleaming like fresh wounds. Yes, she added, someone paid to have these rumors spread. Akin's fists clenched. Revenge simmered just beneath the surface. He would uncover the betrayal that sought to harm the foundation of his family. New whispers came, one of a spiteful neighbor with envy as deep as his greed. Akin's blood boiled at the thought. The family began unraveling the threads of deceit cast over them, pieced together through half-spoken truths and overheard confidences. Tomorrow, Akin vowed quietly to Adaobi, we will confront this. No stone unturned. The morning Ibadan bellows in preparation as Akin walks through the market with resolve etched into his face. Each step decides between fury and fairness, revenge and righteousness. He's flanked by Jide, whose presence vibrates quiet solidarity. Faces turn, whispers coil around them as they near the stall of their supposed foe, an inconspicuous man named Olawale. Ah, Akin, Olawale greets, eyes sparkling a deceptive innocence. What brings you here so early? Akin steps forward, every fiber in him straining to keep his voice steady. Olawale, I know you are the one who spread lies about my family. The accusation hits the air like Harmattan chill. Olawale's gaze drifts to the sides, feigning confusion. What lies, Akin? Jide's voice flares with anger. The ones about Akin's son. We know you took money to spread them. Olawale's face changes, fear slipping past his mask of calm. Akin, Jide, this is a misunderstanding. The market quiets into attentive silence, like a congregation awaiting revelation. Sweat breaks on Olawale's forehead, the realization of the fine line between reprisal and atonement settling over him. I swear it was not my wish to harm you, he stammers. It was only money. I needed it. The market stands still, wrapped in the charged exchange. Compassion wrestles anger in Akin's heart. Adrenaline demands satisfaction, but deeper, a voice whispers, for mercy. Back at home, Adaobi welcomes him with pained eyes that question if the storm has truly passed. Yemisi joins them in the silent room where echoes of confrontation still whisper. What happened? Adaobi asks softly. He admitted it, Akin replies, a gauntlet of emotion swirling. He will confess. Adaobi's hands clasp in front of her, a prayer on her lips, gratitude mixed with untapped sorrow. Her voice is gentle. You did the right thing, Akin. Night falls, and a quiet seeps into the family compound. All seems still, but for Akin's mind, which churns, restless, souling over pathways his feet never took. His father's wise words echo. A good name is worth more than silver or gold. It is the hour of the soul, when decisions weigh heaviest and clarity often finds its voice. As Akin breathes deeply, a memory floats forward. A sermon from childhood, Pastor Akin's voice reminding, Jesus said, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." The revelation nudges understanding. Revenge promised satisfaction, but left beneath it only empty bitterness. He kneels, the hard clay floor pressing into his knees, and prays for guidance. His whispered plea is pulled from the heart, speaking not just to God, but for himself. Early morning dew clings to the air like a benediction. Akin meets Mr. Olumide at the bakery, seeing the old man through new eyes, the respect due a sage, a silent watcher of time's flow and humanity's frailty. Baba, Akin approaches, toe in shadows now softened by enlightenment's light. Mr. Olumide smiles, eyes twinkling, aware without speaking. You look lighter, Akin. Acceptance finds Akin. The storm does not vanish, but its gale lessens as burdens shift gently away. His heart, though scarred, embraces a new path. The family gathers as dawn breaks. They sit, a unity forged by trials, bolstered by forgiveness and strength. Akin turns to Adobe, the bond between them renewed by tested trials and unwavering faith. We will rebuild from here. In the days that follow, Olawale makes good on his word, his confession resounding through the market, a cleansing performance of justice's triumph. Whispers turn to understanding as neighbor talks neighbor, each voice adding to the communal chorus of healing. Yet Akin knows not all hearts heal easily. Encounter will not cease, but his path lies marked by Christ's teaching and newfound perspective. The church bell tolls on a Sunday morning, calling its people to worship and reflection. Akin stands, the family beside him, and feels the love of commonality sweep through him. In the pews, he bows his head beneath the pastor's words, soft yet resonant. Christ's message of love and forgiveness sinks deep, understanding firming in his heart. Revenge yields only more despair, but with Christ, all things become possible. Peace blooming where once there was only strife.
Thank you so much for listening to this intriguing story. I hope it touched you or taught you something. For more stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the page. And guys, if you'd like to see a part 2, or you have thoughts on what happened, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next story.